I'm going to tell you exactly how to develop an insane memory. This is the technique the ancient Greeks used, memory athletes use, and you can use it too. Most of us don't know how to fully activate our hippocampus where memory consolidation happens, but also the hippocampus is associated with spatial navigation, which is key to this method. In the last video, we went over encoding, or taking new information, abstract concepts, and encoding them into familiar tangible objects. So we're talking about neuroscience, learning the structure and different functions of regions of the brain. And we talked about hippocampus, a hippo camping in a tent, going over flashcards. We encoded the name and the function. Once we encode information, we have to organize it into a memory palace. This is when you're really using the spatial navigation aspect. We're imagining a location. We're going to use a living room. In the middle of the living room, we're going to place the tent. You can have some logic behind where you're placing these structures or the information. Adding logic into how you're organizing and encoding information is important. The hippocampus is in the center of the brain, so we can put the tent in the center of the living room. Amygdala, it's in front of the hippocampus. We're going to imagine an almond that's an alarm sitting on this table in front of the tent. That almond, that alarm is associated with emotion, fear, threat detection, so it's right in front of the tent. And then you can imagine above that, hanging from a ceiling fan, is a basket of basil, and that represents the basal ganglia. You can think of the leaves being like habit tracker leaves. The basal ganglia is associated with habit formation, and it is also right above the hippocampus. So now you're organizing encoded information spatially around this room. It does sound like a lot of upfront work, but you'll actually get very quick at it, and think long-term reward instead of instant gratification. Rote memorization really gives you a sense of false productivity, whereas if you invest your time into this technique, it is well worth taking the extra bit of time in the moment. Part 3 is the last part, which is going over the route of your memory palace so you can review and recall information efficiently.